Welcome back to In Pursuit 360. We're going to see how this recording goes in this weather, but I thought we would continue our series on, so you want to be a police officer, or what do you have to do to become a police officer? So in this series, we're going to talk about the different types of departments out there. Do you know what kind of department you actually want to work for? There are multiple types of agencies out there. Start at the local level. You've got city police departments. As an example, I live in the Northern Virginia area, DC Metro area I live in has a Fredericksburg City Police Department. Now, Fredericksburg City is actually in Spotsylvania County, but they have their own district, so they have their own city police department, and they also have their own sheriff's office. So, city police department answers all the calls, runs the traffic and all that kind of thing, while the sheriff's office serves papers, works at the courthouse, that type of thing. So, Spotsylvania County and Stafford County, as an example, in my area, they only have sheriff's offices. They don't have a county police department. So the sheriff's office does it all. They don't run the jail anymore. There's a regional jail, but they do court security, they do transports, they do civil process, and they enforce all the laws out in the county. They answer all the calls, they run the traffic, the whole gamut. They investigate all the crimes. Now you go further north in my area, and you have like Fairfax County Police Department or the Prince William County Police Department, and they're county police departments that run everything in the county. They run the traffic and the criminal investigations, answer all the calls for service, all that good stuff. Where they each have sheriff's offices. Every county in Virginia has a sheriff's office. Sheriff's office in those counties are more court security, civil process. They may have like a domestic violence unit that will go and check on the people that have applied for protection orders based on domestic violence. They'll go out and check and make sure that the person isn't at the residence or that they're staying away from the person they're supposed to stay away from. Then we go on, we have state law enforcement agencies, so the Virginia State Troopers here in my area, or more, Maryland State Troopers. They, of course, are usually assigned to a county within the state once they complete all their training. And depending on where they are in the state, depends on what job they're really able to do. As an example, Northern Virginia, so Fairfax County, Arlington County, Prince William County, even down into Stafford and Spotsylvania County, the state troopers are pretty well enforcing traffic laws on the highways and working accidents. I hate to say it, but that's their primary thing. Enforcing traffic laws, working accidents. They work a lot of accidents. Every now and then they may get involved in something that's going on within the county, but primarily they're traffic. Now if you go further out into the more rural areas of these states, where you may have a sheriff's office that only has, or a police department that only has 5 or 6 people, and they only have one guy working at night, then the state police tend to pick up the slack, and they'll start answering the calls for domestics and burglaries, and they get more into the day-to-day law enforcement activity, proactive, go chase the bad guy type thing, instead of time to go work another accident. So now with that being said, so you got local, you got small local, county, state, now you got federal. So there are several federal law enforcement agencies out there. Here in the DC area, there are probably at least 50 federal law enforcement agencies. Now, I'm not talking about the big 3 initial ones like the FBI, CIA, DEA, ATF. It's funny how they all have just 3 initials. How did they figure that one out? So there are those, but there are other federal law enforcement agencies, uniformed patrol federal agencies out there. Pentagon Police is one, although they're more of a security force protection. Capitol Police, again, more force protection. Then you get into the U.S. Park Police. Now they're a little bit different. They actually do more of a patrol type work. They actually get in their cruisers, respond to calls, and answer calls for service, work traffic. U.S. Mint Police. U.S. Mint Police, they have their own police department. Again, there are all kinds of, here we go, here's one. How about the Hoover Dam Police? How would you like to be the dam police and actually not have it be a bad thing? So yes, the Hoover Dam have their own police department. So the options out there are incredible. They're far-reaching. You just have to know where to look. And we'll cover more of that later. But it also depends on what you want to do. So if you think you're a runner and a gunner and you want to be out there and get in the thick of it and you really want to get your hands dirty, you want to get in there and do it all, then you might want to consider a more rural, local law enforcement agency. As an example, I started, and here's the big reveal, I started with the Stafford County Sheriff's Office in Virginia. At the time, we were actually considered a medium to large agency just because of our proximity to D.C. However, we were still small enough. I think we had like 5 detectives when I started, and there were like 5 deputies per shift. And we had to work all of our own cases. So if I responded to a burglary call, I was dusting for prints. I pulled the foot castings from underneath the window. I poured the plaster of Paris and made the foot cast, logged it into evidence, and then sent it off to the lab to identify what kind of shoe that was. Actually had a pizza delivery driver that was robbed, and the people left behind a boot print that I cast and sent off to the lab. And within 2 weeks, we were able to catch the person that did it. Just so happened to find him standing in the neighborhood. It's like, ooh, those are Timberland boots. Let's see the bottom, because they had a niche missing out of the bottom of it. So if you work for a smaller agency, you have a better chance of getting into that. Who on their resume that maybe works in a larger county where detectives and crime scene techs come out can actually say they worked a burglary from beginning to end, made the arrest, went and got a court order to force the suspect to give their fingerprints, send them off to the lab, got a match, obtained the warrant, took it to court, went to circuit court, went to a jury trial, and worked the case all the way through. From responding to the very first call to solving the whole thing, all the way to the end. It doesn't happen in the bigger agencies. Larger agencies up north, a lot of them tend to be, they show up, they take the initial information, they may take some initial pictures, they contact the crime scene unit people, they come out and they're the ones that do all the dusting and all the fingerprinting and do all that. So keep in mind what you want to do and the size of the agency that you're looking at. Federal agencies, forget it. It's just not going to happen. You are not going to get that kind of experience. Like I said, second reveal, my federal agency that I work for was the Pentagon Police. Here locally, Fairfax County Police, Arlington County, those guys, tell them, oh, yeah, I work for the Pentagon Police. They're like, oh, okay. And then if you look anywhere else in the country and you tell them, hey, I work for the Pentagon Police, they're like, oh, wow, really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So Pentagon Police primarily is security force protection. You're making sure that only people that are supposed to be in the building get in the building, and you protect it if it's ever attacked. A lot of good officers there, a lot of good people that I worked with there. Wouldn't trade those people for anything. And I'm not downplaying what they do at all. but it's not regular law enforcement. They train for it. They train for active threat. Largest threat that you can have is an insider threat. I mean, if you think about it, you got a lot of people in there that are military, most of them, right? It's the Pentagon after all, coming back from war and war zones and things that they've seen that nobody should have ever seen, and you know, they're under stress and things. So we actually had somebody that worked in the Pentagon who was a veteran, combat veteran, actually got into a domestic at home in Prince William County, and not only did he shoot and kill his wife, he also ended up shooting and killing a rookie Prince William County police officer. But he used to come into the Pentagon every day, and the officers there would see him and say hello, and everything seemed fine. So anyway, you need to keep in mind what agency you want to go for, what size, what do you want to do, where do you want to end up, what do you want your resume to look like, what's your ultimate goal. Maybe you want to be FBI, but you want to start local. You can get a lot of good experience that the FBI will like, but the FBI is going to want you to work a regular job. They don't care if you work at Pizza Hut for 2 years. They want you to hold a regular job after you get your degree for at least 2 years before they'll really even look at you. So you need to find all these things out, and I will help you discover that information and help you know where to go look as we go along. So if you're liking the information that you're hearing so far, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give me some comments, let me know what else you want to hear, let me know what else you want to learn, and in the meanwhile, we'll just keep on chasing down all the information on law enforcement. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good day. Stay safe in the rain. Stay safe from the COVID. Have a good one. See you next time.